Hello friends. So here we go with the projection of planes. Okay, so here we have typical three problems. Okay, so number 32 and number 38 and 39. Okay, so we'll read one by one so that we'll come to know what are the difference you're going to get it from those problems. Okay, an hexagonal lamina 30 mm side rests on HP, okay, with one of its corner touching VP, and the surface is inclined 45 degree to it. Okay, the surface is inclined to the VP. Okay, so one of the edge is inclined to HP at 30 degree. So draw the projection. Okay, so similarly, if you take up number 38 and 39, okay, so we'll read once again. So the hexagonal lamina 35 mm resting on HP with one of its corner in VP, and its surface is inclined at an angle of 30 degree with the VP. Okay, so the diagonal passing through the corner which is in VP is inclined to HP at 45 degree. Okay, draw the projection. Okay, so number 39 again, hexagonal lamina 30 mm resting on one of its corner in VP, and its surface is inclined at an angle of 30 degree with a VP. Okay, so the diagonal passing through the corner which is in VP appears to be inclined at 45 degree to the HP. Okay, so draw the projection of the lamina. Okay, so here in all the three, okay, so resting with one of its corner in VP. Okay, so here also if you take the third, rests on HP with one of its corner touching VP. Okay, so only the third position will change here. Here they say edge is inclined, and here they say the diagonal passing through the corner is inclined, and here it is the diagonal appears to be inclined. Okay, so first and the second position will remain same, only the third position will change. Okay, so we'll see how we can go through that things. Okay, so now here we have hexagonal lamina, okay, 30 mm side. Okay, so now in this you need to read the full problem here carefully. Okay, all the problem. So what they say, so the lamina is inclined to the VP. Okay, so it is inclined to the VP in the second position, means it is resting on the VP itself. Okay, but what they say in that one, so it is so placed on the HP with one of its corner touching the VP. Okay, by if you read only the first sentence, you will get confused like it is resting on the HP. Okay, so read it carefully. So in the third position, in one problem they say edge, in one more problem they say diagonal. Okay, so here for edge also you need to go for a locus line, and for diagonal also you need to go for a locus line. So in one problem they say it is appears to be, so here you need not to go for a locus line. Okay, so no locus line. This is 39. Okay, so this is 38 and this is a 32. So in all the three you need to find in two problems alpha, and in one problem you need not to go, it is a appears to be problem. Okay, so now in order to do this one, the first and second position will remain same. For that one, what we'll do here is so we'll take first the 30 mm. Okay, so 30 mm radius. Okay, so because the edge should lie on the x value, for that one, so just we'll have the circle first here. Okay, so once this one is done, we look at the center. So first we'll drop one horizontal there. Okay, so now from each corner we'll cut like this. Okay, so when this one is done, so now we can easily draw the hexagon. Okay, so like this. So when this one is done, now you can draw the XY line. So this is what is XY line. So VP, HP. Okay, so now we'll take it from here, A dash, B dash, so C dash, D dash, E dash, and F dash. Okay, so once this one is done, okay, so now just do the dimension here. So all the sides are 30 mm here. Okay, so now to drop the top view, so you can just drop all the lines here itself. Okay, so now it looks like a line. Okay, so now this is D, so this is C, E, this is B, F, and this is a E. Okay, so now the lamina is inclined at an angle of 45 degree to the VP. So this is 45 degree to it. To it means it's a VP. Okay, so you can take any line here. So now just take a 45 degree, just drop a line. Okay, so when this one is done, you can take the reference from the front view. Okay, and you can just cut it on the reference point. So now this is RA and this is a D. Okay, so when this one is done, take a reference from each corner, just cut a 2 arcs in order to get the remaining points. Okay, so this is our CE and this is a B in the bracket F. Okay, so make this much dark and write this is a 40. Okay, that's a 45 degree. Okay, so when this one is done, now to take the projections, you just drop a topmost and the rightmost. Okay, so we'll have the horizontal because there are only 3 lines. Okay, so this is D, so we'll get it here D dash. So this is C and E, so C is here and E is on this line. Okay, so this is our C dash, so this is our E dash, and this is our B dash, this is our F dash, and this is our A dash. Okay, so now just connect. Okay, so like this. So when this one is done, so now if you measure this one, now it's a 30. So when you measure here, okay, so it is 28. Okay, means the edge length will change here. Okay, so means this is the corner which is touching to the VP. So here, okay, A. So here A. Okay, so here we need to take this length. That's it. Here it's a 30. So here when it is coming here, it changes to the 27. Okay, 27. So that is like we have a first as 30, we have second as a 27. The edge length will change. So we need to go for a alpha line here. So once you take any point here, okay, so take a 130 degree a line here. Okay, so we'll take a 30 degree this side. So we'll drop a line here first. Okay, so So this is our 30 degree. Okay, so this is our point A. So we'll write this is a dash. Okay, so on this line first we'll take a, that is B to A. So B to A. Okay, so this is F dash and this is our A dash. So on that one we need to take a locus line first, then we need to take a second AF line and we need to cut it on the horizontal line. Okay, so little bit. So this is F dash, now we got a dash. Okay, so now just join this one with a dark line. Okay, so now we measure this one, we'll get around a 33. So now you mark this line as a 33 degree. Okay, so now what we did, just to have a glance, so we taken F dash here. Okay, so we took a F dash here. Okay, so we'll write F dash, then we have taken the first line, that is 30 mm, we cut an arc at a 30 degree and we have drawn one horizontal line. Then we have taken the second edge, that is AF, we have cut an arc, we got a 33. So now by taking this reference we need to construct this whole hexagon here. Okay, so now to construct this one, you can see from F, so E will be like a 90 degree. Okay, so you can just measure this line. Okay, so or else we can go with the arc method also. So we can take a from F to the E like this. Okay, so next we can take a from A to the E. Okay, so from A to the E. Okay, so this is now E dash. Okay, so like that, so we'll take a E to the D. So E to the D and F to the D. F to the D. Okay, so like this. So like this you can just go with the arc. So we can take a D to the C. Okay, so now A to the C. Okay, so this is our D dash, so this is C dash, the last one is A to B, A to B, then C to B. Okay, so this is our B dash. So now connect A to B. Okay, so B to C, so then C to D, now D to E, now D to, like this. Okay, so this is how exactly we can do. Okay, suppose this is for a number 32, this is for number 32. So in a 38 they have said it's a diagonal inclined. So diagonal means what you can do is, so just see when this is for 32, okay, where edge is inclined. Okay, so if you just take say for example number 38, so we'll take a line from here. Okay, so we'll take a 30 degree, say for a time being we'll take it this side. Okay, so we'll take a line. Okay, so now the resting corner is a, so we'll take a somewhere here. Okay, here. So then we'll take the first diagonal, that is A to D. So A to D will cut and we'll get one horizontal, then we'll take this AD in the second one, so we'll cut on that one, we'll have get this diagonal and we'll replace. It's a simple locus line problem. Okay, So understood, right? So we'll take a 30-degree line, then we'll take the diagonal. So here we have taken an edge. Instead of that one, we'll take a diagonal, AD, then AD. Okay, so on the horizontal line, then we'll construct here. So that is for a 38. So for a 39, it is appears to be. So you need not to take the first diagonal line. You just take the second diagonal line, and just on the 30-degree, you just complete it. Okay, so there they have given the angle is 45-degree. Okay, so here it's a 45-degree. Just take directly 45-degree and then complete it. Okay, so you need not to take a 30-degree here. So it's a 45-degree. You just drop a line, take the second diagonal line, drop it and finish it. Okay, so once this is how exactly you can do for a 38 and a 39. Okay, so once this one is done, okay, so to finish this, okay, so final position, we'll take the bottommost and the rightmost. Okay, so then we'll take all these horizontal only because those are very few. Okay, so now we'll take a till here. So this is our A. Okay, so B is here, B. So we'll take a C. So C is here. Okay, so we'll take a D. So D is here. Okay, so E is here. Then F. So F is here. Okay, so once this one is done, so we can just say like a AB. Okay, CD, then AF. Okay, so then to the E, then to the D, then to the. Okay, so this is how exactly we're going to get. Okay, so this is number 32. All right, so once again 38, it's a diagonal inclined. So take a diagonal, have a horizontal line, take the second diagonal, cut, and you need to find what is alpha in that one. So here alpha is a 33-degree. Okay, so in the 39, so just take its appears to be and complete. Okay, so thank you.